Our next Achievement Award is named after the late William Usedane. This award celebrates Dr. Usedane's lifelong efforts on behalf of individuals with disabilities. His diverse and distinguished career in rehabilitation led to his pioneering role in providing vocational opportunities to people with significant disabilities. A founder of NISH and a former Assistant Director of Rehabilitation Services Administration, Dr. Usedane's spirit lives on through this award. The award is presented annually to an individual with significant disabilities who has exhibited outstanding achievement and exceptional character as an employee in the Ability One program. Outstanding achievement is not easy when you have autism. The Center for Disease Control estimates that on an average, 1 out of 110 children in the United States has autism spectrum disorder. Autism is a bioneurological developmental disability that generally appears before the age of 3. It impacts the development of the brain in areas of social interaction, communication skills, and cognitive function. Individuals with autism typically have difficulties in verbal and nonverbal communication, social interactions, and leisure play or play activities. Although it impacts everyone differently, individuals often suffer from additional and numerous physical ailments, which may include allergies, asthma, epilepsy, digestive disorders, persistent viral infections, feeding disorders, sensory integration dysfunction, sleeping disorders, and many more. Tonight we celebrate the accomplishments of the recipient of the 2010 William M. Usedane Award winner, Mr. David Ogletree.
David Ogletree, a young man that came to our organization back in February of 2010. He basically was looking for an opportunity to apply himself to a job.
He was excited about getting a job. He just really wanted to work, because he had never held a job.
David is a final inspector. He basically looks at the garment prior to it being shipped out to our customer.
Obviously, when you're inspecting a product, you need to have a lot of attention to detail. You have to fully understand what you're looking at, what the specifications are. All of it is an incredible amount of responsibility, and David takes it on very well every day. He's been very, very successful at it. Very successful, particularly when you consider his significant disability.
David was diagnosed as being mildly autistic. His motor skills were always fine, but his social skills, his speech was delayed.
When I first saw David and first met him, his head was down. He wasn't interacting with individuals.
He struggled in the beginning.
He's a lovable person, but he's quiet. He observes a lot before he'll really interact with people. And when he first went there, he said, "They want to talk to me. I'm not talking." I would ask him about his lunch. He would go across the street to eat lunch by himself.
A typical aspect of David's disability is that there is difficulty in dealing with the hectic environment such as we have in the sewing department.
Sometimes I lose focus and then I have to take a break and then go back to work and then I'm back to focus, Sometimes I lose concentration because sometimes I get easily distracted and, sometimes I just want to take a breath, break a little.
It takes a lot for David to focus, and we accommodate him lots of times by just letting him go away from his workstation just for a few minutes.
I've been battling with it since I was a teenager, and I always felt isolated from others because I was different from them.
With the disability that he has, we know that those individuals are sometimes not given the opportunity to succeed.
He loves computers, but he was putting in for jobs, and a young man that's 23, 24 years old that had never worked, by him not having any previous work experience, nobody was hiring. So I got a call from the counselor at VGS, and she asked me, what did I think about him working there? I said, well, a job is a job. So if he can get that, at least he'll get some work experience.
He could have just stayed at home and worked on his computer and just lived with his grandmother and let life pass him by. But he chose to fight for an opportunity to be a whole person.
Sitting at home on the couch complaining about what someone is not doing for you is not the way to succeed in this world.
He concentrates very hard on what he's doing. It's something that he excels at now. It wasn't something that came easy to him, but he worked hard to overcome the lack of concentration and has done a beautiful job.
Good morning, David.
Morning.
How are you today? I think being with the people that he works around on a daily basis, that is just more relaxed for him. And I think it helps him to, get out of his shell a little bit and be more vocal with everyone.
Sometimes it's hard, but I'm still in control of me, and I try not to let my disability, dwarf my focus on success.
David was nominated because of the hurdles that he had to achieve to just get to the level of being given an opportunity.
It's just amazing for him to be where he's at today, the accomplishments that he has had in the year that he's been here.
He's got his head together and he knows what he wants and just getting to that point.
I always wanted my independence. I look at it as, I wouldn't say a milestone, but a beginning. Make the best of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. David Ogletree.
Good evening. I would like to thank VGS and for nominating me and Nish for selecting me to receive this national award. It is an honor to have been selected where there were so many others nominated nationally. I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, and entire family for the support they have given me throughout the years. When I first started working at VGS, I made errors, but then I learned from my mistakes. I was encouraged by my manager, supervisors, and a few co-workers. But most of all, I encouraged myself. I always believe in doing all things through Christ who strengthens me. My family taught me the meaning of hard work and determination, and I will always appreciate that. I also appreciate everything my manager, Tavia Gargano, and Supervisor Donna Reese have taught me since I started working at VGS. I have learned that life is what you make of it. Sitting on the couch complaining about what someone else is not doing for you is not the way to succeed in this world. The way to succeed is by setting goals, working hard to achieve them, and not letting anyone or anything stand in the way. I was diagnosed with autism at an early age. With the help and support of my family, I have overcome a lot of obstacles I have faced. I have problems with my social skills, understanding, and focus. I feel that I have improved in those areas. I realize I must face more challenges throughout life. I thank God every day for guiding me through hard times. My goals for the future are achieve as much as I can at VGS, pursue my desire to work in the computer field, to be independent, have my own apartment, and get my driver's license and get a car. Again, I say thank you to VGS and Nish for honoring me tonight.